And now, the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
I hooked up with a girl a couple times who, I mean, laid everything out that she could have, like, laid out slowly, but, like, horrible. It was like, yes, major drug addiction, and then she was this cute chick, and I'm like, sure. And she goes, I don't know if I'll be able to come. I'm on a lot of Klonopin, and I did something like, and you're like, sure, man, whatever. And then she was like, she goes, you can fuck my ass, but I wouldn't do it raw because I'm pretty sure I have hepatitis C.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Dude, nothing like...
Every time she would say something else, I would just go, yeah, there it is. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Huh?
You fucked her?
Multiple times.
After she told you she had hepatitis C?
Woo!
Yeah, well, I always fucked her with a condom and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, what are you, Gary Soder?
Wait, you stopped after she said that. That was the tipping point, right?
I think we did stop hooking up shortly after that, but I'm almost certain I
got
fucked
another
her.
one in now.
I mean, I got it in the night she told me before she goes...
Damn, dude, you're like Maverick, but with STDs.
She goes, you want to fuck... She goes, you want to fuck my...
That's a low ceiling, and you're fucking...
She goes, you want to fuck my ass? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she goes, but you should use a condom with that too because I think I have hepatitis C, which means she definitely had it for sure.
You know what? I'm feeling a little Hep C.
Yeah, she goes,
and by the way,
this
was before they could cure it, right? Hep C was a life. Hep C was a life. I mean, that's what both my dad.
Yeah, I think it was a while ago.
That's what both my aunt and dad died of.
Yeah,
I don't know
Hep
a
C
whole lot about AIDS.
turned him to cirrhosis.
Yeah, no, it'll fucking wacky. No, that girl's funny, but that's the one though. Like I said, she was that girl and like tell me about. Other dude she was fucking.
Yeah, if the wind down is Hep C, I'm sure her stories are crazy. If she's like, anyways, I don't want to talk about much about it. You want to pound my ass?
But
I'll throw on a rubber.
I did the dickiest thing to Dave Smith. Have I told this on the show before? It was such a fucking bad dude move.
You gave him Hep C?
No, insecurity, just smacking. It was so crazy because Dave was like hanging with me all the time, and I was like, yo, this girl like wants to do whatever,
whenever,
like and she was pretty vocal about it. And so
she was in between fucking drug runs.
Yeah, I'm like, Dave, if you come over to this chick's place with me for a minute, she'll definitely like at least blow us both, if not like fuck me and blow whatever. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah. And Dave, you know, he was game. We're like, sure, let's go.
Dude, I love that you, like with like sex, you do the same thing that friends who like work at like a fast food or a restaurant do.
Swing by, I'll give you whatever's left over.
Come with me. I guarantee you'll eat for free. No, let's go get a Whopper.
It's so funny. It's so funny how much those days, and I mean this. I don't mean like fucking or fucking, but like my days of like doing that are behind me.
You're less devious.
Not devious is the wrong word.
It's not devious.
Not even less deviant. I just, for whatever reason, I just don't want to like, if it was like, hey, this girl wants to fuck you and Lewis, then I'd be like, no.
Well, it is. I've never known buddies to fuck together as much as the skanks have. Like, I've had a lot of guy friends in my life.
What a great description of friendship.
The skanks have had like three-way, I mean, I guess not three-ways, but double-teamed girls with each in different groupings. Like,
Lewis and Dave pairing. Dave and Jay. Lewis and Jay.
It's like a whole...
Lewis and
like
Ding
something
Dong.
they do together.
Everybody got a little bit from everybody.
Damn, dude, you guys are little hippies.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never known like my comedy and magic.
You know what's crazy
I know of.
is if you flip the Skanks logo upside down, it looks like a pineapple.
It's true. And then also Christine, but Christine was also like all of her friends fucked all of their friends. Like that happened.
People being people,
There's
touching.
a restaurant business in California.
Touching, kissing.
No,
the restaurant
I'm not judging
business.
it. I'm just saying like that was the difference. But yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
But those days are so far past me. I'm trying to remember what the point of it was though.
You were talking about a fucked up thing you did to Dave out of jealousy.
Oh, that girl coming. Yeah, so he comes over to the girl's house and like,
yeah,
she starts blowing me, and then she goes, I don't know why. Just my ego hit at that moment because I go, I brought Dave too. If you want to like do anything with him, and she goes, I'm down. Like pull your dick out. And then I was like, and then I started just being weirdly going like, yeah, I think we're making her like uncomfortable or something. Like, and she was just like, what? Like she was so like, no, I'm ready to suck some cock. And I was like, yeah, she's like weird at that. And as soon as we got in the car, I started like laughing like out loud and apologizing to Dave. Just go, dude, I'm sorry. Go, it's just hilarious. I was like, some part of me wanted to believe that she just like liked me actually.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll suck anyone's dick. Bring all your friends. Not that Dave's like any, but you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter who I brought over. It could have been Dave or whatever.
Go outside, grab that homeless guy out front. I don't give a shit.
No shit. And
you're like, no, you're not like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's like, as I said, I will suck your friend's dicks. And I'm like, really? Like, it's immediately, I was like, you should do that. And she was like, I'd love to do that. I go, you would? Oh, shucks. I'm out of here.
It sounds like you were suffering from a minor form of Captain Save-A-Ho, where you were like,
That's Jay's life.
Yes.
I can
this hoe can't be saved.
Yeah, dude. He's like, I can't. You were like, I can rehabilitate her. She told you she had Hep C, and you were like, let's work through this.
Yeah, I've never knowingly hooked up with somebody like had somebody tell me they have like Hep C or herpes or anything and been
Are
like,
you knowingly,
let's just do it.
Are you knowingly showing Dan and Jacob your gash right now?
No,
Whoa,
I'm wearing
guys.
fucking bike shorts.
Slut.
Let's not turn it again. Let's talk about you bagging this woman that just had zero boundaries.
Christine wants to suck Dave's dick.
What?
No, I'm
It's
joking.
just dick.
It's just dick.
That idea.
No, that girl-
That idea of that woman being like, I'll do it, and Jay being like, you fuck, what?
Immediately, it was the most weirdest turn.
So
I
funny.
suggested it.
You go, you know, be really.
She
fucking
said
nasty?
absolutely, and I was like, yeah, you don't want to, do
No,
you?
you probably want to bake something.
Shucks.
You're a sweet lady.
So funny.
Is she dead?
Maybe she is. I don't know. She wasn't in a good place.
She was in New York. Yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
you're Dave.
Yeah. She lived on the Upper East Side.
Damn.
It was weird. She was like,
How'd you meet her?
she worked at a comedy club
Damn.
upstairs, but she was like related to somebody from it's pretty wild.
I can't wait to get off air to find out more stories
bet
from
you
Lou
can't.
and you. Oh.
Was this a godparent situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? I'm very excited to hear about all this. And
It would be
more.
so boring. The audience have no idea what we're even talking about, but you know who they are.
Damn, dude, that's fucking crazy. Finding out that someone's got Hep C just casually. I wonder if my dad did that. Because that's how he got it, was by banging this fucking slutty lady.
I was reading a biography, and the guy said when you catch Hep C, you cannot know for years.
That's what happened to my dad.
And then, but it's slowly turning your organs into.
He found out.
I got it then.
He found out.
Oh, then I have it then.
He found out because he was like, he found out right before he died. Like, my dad found out in like August that he had hepatitis C and was dead by December because his kidneys and shit started failing.
Yeah, that's what.
And he was just like, oh no, but
Is
also,
that the pain in my side?
but he was just drinking like a bottle of booze a day. So you're like,
Where's my body shutting down?
yeah. Jay's like, that's the tingling in my feet.
I don't even remember if that girl's butt was all worth it.
You are very infected with hepatitis C, but now they can cure it.
Yeah, that girl, something happened in her life too. That was like
Did she
was
tell
so
you?
into drugs and shit, huh?
Dude, I mean, I thought she told you, right? On like the second.
No, that's me.
No, I know you
No,
did on
Christine's
second
laid it
date.
all out.
But
No, she didn't have a problem though. But she just
she
told.
did, but the other girl with the Hep C, she didn't lay. Did she ever lay it out? Like, here's why I do the drugs, or is she just like telling
No.
you about the drugs?
I think
did
she was
do?
now. I think she. By the time I got to her, I think she was all prescription drugs. She was the big thing was like, it's like classically rich girl shit. Like she had it was a small apartment, but it was her own apartment. She was 22 maybe.
Damn.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a small apartment on the Upper East Side. It was like nice. You know what I mean? It's like a studio kind of place, but it was fine for her. Paid for completely. Her job was like nepotism hookup, and
Damn.
she was. And I think it was all like same thing. Dude, with my ex-girlfriend who used to do heroin.
Damn, dude.
Like when you come from like
Christine, you got to feel good about yourself. You're like, I only did crack when I was 17. Get off me, bitch.
Yeah.
I got a drinking problem? It's fucking easy.
no, but the heroin girl, same fuck. I forget where I was.
You're talking about rich girl.
Yeah,
shit.
well, this stuff. The idea of like, yeah, like when they were like, if you stop snorting heroin, like we'll get you that nose job you wanted. Do you know what I mean? It's like rich solutions don't like really help the fucking thing at all. And so it's that girl exactly like. I think she thought she was doing good because she wasn't doing like a cocaine problem anymore. But then I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. She did cocaine still also because she did it off. She's the only girl who ever did cocaine off my wiener. It was weird. It was
And her
so
parents-
weird.
And her parents would just ask her to stop doing coke in order to pay the like. They'd be like, "We'll pay your rent. We'll give you
something
money."
like that for sure. I don't, it's like a long time ago. And I don't remember if she told me that story exactly. Whatever it was, though,
Like, please stop doing cocaine, and we'll take care of all your bills.
She was in a cushy spot to be working like a job that required nothing of her, and then like like a dummy can like stroll over to her place, and just plow her out like in this place.
Damn,
so
dude. Yeah, dude.
Hey, how did she do coke on your wiener?
How do you think? Slowly?
No, I mean, I know, like, the process, was it...
I get it, Jacob. It's probably not that much coke you're saying.
Damn, dude,
Jacob,
did Jacob just come in and unintentionally fucking slam on you? He goes, what is it, a key bump?
I just put a pile mid-shaft. I go to the thickest point and put a pile.
Jay, quick question from a scientific standpoint. Could you fit enough coke on your dick for her to get high?
Shut up, Dan. It's not funny.
For her to actually feel any
My
of
dick's
it.
a lot of coke.
I mean, at least a fucking gram.
I definitely got to get up over the head ridge, though, if you're going to get high. If I just go base to bottom of head, that might not be enough coke.
Did it make your penis? Did it make your penis numb?
Yeah, were you
like when
you
you
were
do
fully
gummers?
boned up and then she sprinkled a line?
I
on
wasn't
your...
fully boned up. It wasn't. She ended up, I think, just doing like almost key bumps off my dick head. It was weird because it was not getting hard because the whole thing was bizarre. I felt odd. Like I said, I have not been around cocaine like a lot of times in my life. I really haven't,
dude.
And so like when it comes out, I don't know if I've ever seen heroin in person. I'm sure I have in some capacity, but like whatever it is, when they come out, a little so crazy. So I'm gonna hold a little baggie, and I'm like right away. I always go like, oh man, it's like heroin or coke. It's freaky. If it's like Adderall or something, I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah. Not that I want it. I'm just saying like it doesn't freak me out. Even painkillers like doesn't freak me out, but like that little powder and shit always makes me think. I'm like, oh, this is like drugs.
My freshman year,
we're out of my realm here.
I didn't see a lot of cocaine in high school, but my senior year I saw a little bit. Like people started doing coke around. And I never did it, just because I knew I'd fucking love it and I didn't want to get hooked on it. But when I went to Arizona,
I want to try it now.
When I went to Arizona, Arizona and other college towns do this where they build apartment complexes, but they make them like shit. But for the first 2 years that these apartment complexes are open, they're like the party spot. That's like where a lot of the house parties are in these apartment complexes. And so when I went to Arizona and had the fall of 01, they just opened this apartment complex called Star Ranch. And it was just out in Tucson. It was just out, long fucking drive down a desert road. And I lived in the dorms, so you get a ride and be like, oh, we're going to Star Ranch, and there's like house parties. And I was wearing jean shorts and like shitty t-shirts in a way of like not cool at all. And dude, I'm talking about you wear jorts. I was wearing.
No, I like the idea that people at home like have to assume what they saw my face doing yesterday. Because just crusty ass shirts and shorts. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's like, no, Jay, not like you. All they heard was like, and just a crusty. No, Jay, no. You're doing a different thing. You're doing a different thing.
Yeah, no, he did do that face perfectly. Where I was like, no, I just described you.
It was just, the only thing they could tell was your change of like shorts and fucking dumb shirts. And,
I don't know. I had a keychain. I had a chain wallet. No. I mean, real idiot shit. But I just definitely stuck out like a sore thumb there. And I had this like weird Jack Daniels bag that I'd keep my weed and pipe in because I was like, that was my identity back then. It was like, I get high. And I was at this house party and someone's like, do you want to get high? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to get high. And we were in an apartment and there was all these hot girls in there. And I was like, this is what college is. A bunch of hot girls going to smoke bowls. And then I kind of noticed they were in a line. And then I noticed they were going into the bedroom and there was a guy at a desk chopping up cocaine. And I was like, oh. I was immediately like, oh, fuck, I'm a dork. And I was like, does anybody want to smoke a bowl? And they're like, go outside. If you're going to smoke weed, go outside. And you're like,
don't be a nerd.
Oh, man. And that was the first time I like really saw like people just doing it casually. And I was like, and then everyone was like, yeah, welcome to the U of Yay.
Mia came in the loving arms of a cocaine addict who had hepatitis C who let me butt fuck her the 5th time I fucked her.
That's pretty cool, though.
Asked for it. That was weird. Also,
you didn't get tested for hep C after that? Like immediately after?
40 times in my life after that, yeah.
I had a girl ask you on the first night to put in her butt.
Really?
Not wrong. She's not wrong.
How did that go down? And she goes, you know
awesomely.
What? She goes, fucking top hole ain't doing it.
Swear to God. She goes, I think it was like, yeah, it was like you could put it. I forget what she just said, but it was like absolutely inviting you. I'm like, eh? She's like, yeah, like, all right, okay.
She goes, no hep either.
My French roommate had that happen to him. I know because I heard the entire dialogue through the wall.
What? What was it? Was he like, I cannot. I do not want to put it in your little sweet butter.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't protest.
He's like, he goes, you want me to put it in your butthole? Like,
Oh,
he has to go
God,
loud
yeah.
so Jacob hears.
What are you? You're saying you want me to fuck you in your ass? You are like a Charlie Brown parent.
The hottest girls in
I'll do
New
her,
York
Dan.
wanted to try everything with him.
And you'd have to hear it through a wall.
They tried
Here, Dan,
everything.
I'll do the girls. You do
They
him.
just used.
I understand you think that I cannot please you as much as I have done in the past through your vagina.
No.
I would love to try your asshole on the first date, nonetheless. Oh, don't worry. I will be soft, but also very firm. Oh, my little French pedal. Oh, you fucking bitch. Oh, you're fucking tight like a dolphin. Oh, ça va bien. Ça va bien.
It's like I'm in my room again.
Oh, man.
There's nothing more depressing than hearing the hottest girls in New York moaning, then you see
wanna
them
just pound
an
off to
hour
that?
later.
I've said this several times.
Hey, hi.
I've said this several
Outside.
because of Handsome Pete. I've always said when I would hear Handsome Pete blow a girl's back out, it always sounded like they just hung up a picture on their wall and they were like, perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, he fucked this lady one time, and I was playing NCAA in the living room, just stoned, being a loser, and he fucked this lady for like 90 minutes, which is how do you have?
It's a lot of minutes.
It's a lot of minutes. But he moved from the bathroom, from the bedroom to the bathroom that we all share, and I was kind of like,
They were both naked?
I don't know. My back, you know how my old apartment was.
Oh, you were in your room.
I was on the couch playing video
okay.
games, and I just heard the bedroom door open. I heard the bedroom door open, and then I heard the bathroom door shut, and I thought like, oh, that's pretty
Let's
normal.
go shower fuck now?
No, I thought they were like they wash up. They're like washing up after sex because I just heard them fuck for maybe an hour, and then I heard the shower turn on, and then I just heard the
Round two.
and you're like, hey, some of us are playing the Big 12 championship out here. A little respect for your Colorado Buffaloes.
I would whack off to a roommate going hard.
I know I cried one time because I was so sad about my life.
Oh, Jacob, sweet boy.
That's so sad.
Oh, sweet. And you just heard him giving her the business, and you're like,
Then it was like girl 38 by then.
oh my
I
God.
couldn't stand it.
It's just your perfect girl.
I can still see one of them, man. She was so beautiful. She came out like just in a t-shirt and her underwear. Hi. Because I was like, I just worked a double shift, and it's 2 a.m. And I was like, fuck my life.
I'll tell you this,
You
though.
know,
A girl is never more comfortable than right after they fuck sometimes. So, like, the benefit of that, so I've had to do, like, comedy condos where it's like the guy brought his girlfriend, and it's me, and, like, and at some point of that weekend, like, just by chance, like, you're going to see a tit or something. Like, I had one girl come out, and she was like, thanks for not minding that I'm like staying here with so and so, and she's getting with like a see-through white shirt on after a shower and she's like, big fake titties and the thing. I'm like, all right.
I had one time where I was asleep in my room, and Handsome Pete brought home 2 blondes that were just loud and drunk in the living room, and I remembered my fucking wallet was on the table outside, and I'm like, I'm not getting fucking, you know what I mean? Because I had that thought. I'm like, what if I wake up tomorrow and my wallet's gone? And one of these,
you get jacked by these floozies.
yeah, but these fucking these hussies are out here grabbing my fucking wallet.
Tramps. Couple of tramps.
And it's like fucking 3 a.m. and my girlfriend at the time we were both asleep in my windowless room, and I'm like, let me go get my wallet, and I open it, and the girl goes, it's 4 a.m. and Vecchione I know is asleep, and I open my door to get my wallet, and I'm like like a mole coming out, you know, like I'm coming out of pure darkness.
Are you guys gonna have sex?
You guys doing the group thing? And I just remember opening the door, and
2 birds, 1 bone.
and I just remember the girl going, "We're having a pizza party. I think I've told you that story before.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, shut the fuck up. I grabbed my wallet and went back in.
Oh, it's the worst too. They tell you, he goes, things are just getting started out here.
Man, first of all, the guys at he was one of the waiters.
Sure.
They banged so many girls
in
the restaurant.
Was it women that would come in to eat at the restaurant,
Yes.
or was it women that worked at the restaurant?
Women that came in to eat. They were just fish in a barrel.
And they
'cause
pulled them from the table to fuck.
Right. My roommate used to bang them
right.
on the bank. On the bank.
Yes.
It's exactly
You're
it.
understanding me.
My roommate only brought them home once in a while, but a lot of times he would bang them in the restaurant after it closed on the banquette.
How? Would they just stay and drink? Were they allowed to like stay and close down the restaurant?
Yeah. They weren't going anywhere. These guys were so hot. One of the times a different waiter banged a girl, super hot girl, in the bathroom while her boyfriend was at the table. She just disappeared, and he was so furious. He knew what had happened after the fact, and he threw
This
a
guy's
glass.
not gonna tip. I'm not gonna fucking tip this guy.
All right, I will, but I'm going to do 15%.
You just fucked him in the bathroom, Darlene. I'm not tipping this asshole.
He broke a glass.
Come on, he only makes $2.50 an hour.
Yeah, that's fair. He broke a glass at the...
broke the glass of the door. Like he kicked it. He was so furious because his girlfriend had shamed him in front of the entire restaurant.
Humiliated him.
Now, hold on.
You do.
We got to
Humiliated him.
Hold on. We have to take a break, but I want to hear this. How did he...
We didn't take a break just yet, I don't think, right?
We got reads, but how did he discover... Did she like come back with her hair messed up, or was she like one of those bitch, or was she one of those ladies that's like that does it like in a bitchy way where she's like, I just fucked the waiter. What are you gonna fucking do about it?
Hot ditz. She had disappeared for too long, and he knew that. Yeah, it was just obvious. It's not a big restaurant.
You know what time it is, sir? And he goes, it's 5:57. He goes, 7 minutes. She's boning somebody. Yeah. Even though she's gone.
Sir,
she's fucking a waiter.
That's so funny, though. He goes, excuse me, sir, to another waiter. I was wondering if you saw my girlfriend. You went, Raphael got her in the private dining room. And
He goes, saw her. I saw her. I heard her.
So they
fucked
I checked
so
if she
many
was
girls.
okay.
And
so he banged this girl.
Watched
We're not going to move forward from this. He bangs this girl.
in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. She comes back to the table. Boyfriend finds out somehow.
Yeah, obvious. She's just been railed.
Jesus.
She's flush-faced, covered in cum.
She goes, hey, sorry. Sorry, it turns out they're having the Kids' Choice Awards out.
Her eyelashes are cummed onto her fucking cheek.
I know I wasn't glazed when I went to the bathroom.
We're talking a restaurant.
She goes, boy, did I sneeze. Do you have a tissue?
Yeah.
The restaurant was only a hair bigger than the studio.
So,
there's nowhere you could spot everything going on in the restaurant.
And then you had some hot French waiter that was
what restaurant was this where this place has to be covered in semen?
Yeah, did you work at a Cinemax show?
So much fucking.
What was the restaurant?
I can't say on the air.
Why? Because now we know it's covered in cum all the time.
Yeah, now you know you
tell
can't
you.
sit in a booth.
I'll tell you afterward.
Yeah,
no,
can
I don't
you give me a warning?
Out anybody?
Is it still a restaurant?
Yeah.
Text me.
So everybody, when
I
you're
don't
out,
want it on the air.
everybody,
Just so we can see.
when you're out there in the world, he'll tell us on the commercial break.
Yeah, we're going to break in like
Settle
a
the
minute.
fuck down.
Are you smoking crack again?
They were.
Are you back to crack?
Shut up, guys.
Are you back on the shit?
No.
You back on the rock, dude?
Because Lou will try some.
Welcome to the rock.
He's like, nah, but do you have any?
How do you not say that if you do crack with someone for the first time? You go, welcome to the rock.
Everybody, if you ever see me in a holding cell
You're
in
trying
this
it.
country, I will do crack with you.
And I want, if you see me in a holding cell, just know, I'll give you half my bologna sandwich.
He goes, I quit smoking, guys. I have picked up crack, though.
Our guest is a good person to talk about this hot boy shit with. Lev Fur's coming on. He's a former hot boy. He's a reformed hot boy.
He's a former hot boy?
He got big and then he got hot again and then now I think he got big. He's up and down.
Oh, his hot boy is more of a personality though than a fucking body.
But they gotta look it.
No, they can look it, but yeah, Lev Fer, he's a handsome guy, but he gained weight. But that's not.
But you remember when you?
But I'd still say he probably can get puss pretty easy.
Yeah, when you met Handsome Pete outside.
Yeah.
After we watched him on fucking Love Connection.
He looked like a real cunt.
He's a good dude. But look at that. That's hot boy stuff. Christine
I
knew
get
which
a lot of
picture.
puss.
Christine knew exactly which picture to bring up.
That's her phone.
That's
That's what comes up when he calls.
It's funny if you see that one bookmarked.
Oh, so he fluctuates in weight, huh?
Yeah, but he was thriving right here. We got to talk to him about when he was just fucking.
Hey, welcome to the show for the first time, Lev. So what's it like to be fat now? That doesn't seem like a nice conversation.
No, that was cool, dude.
No, he's great. I know Lev very well from the stand.
One time.
But my point is almost being like, I get what you're saying. I didn't realize he was like that in shape at a time. But he's very, I thought he was handsome either way.
Damn, you're saying
He's a
you'll
good-looking
bang him
dude.
at any stage of his life.
Oh, I'll give this kid the bit. I mean, that one right there. All right, Christine, that's the one you like.
Yeah, you and Karen Margolis.
Yeah, Karen liked that one.
Instagram telling on people. Breaking Jacob's heart.
It really does.
I love Instagram for that reason.
I love a bunch of, it's a tattletale.
Oh, and then someone says that Corinne and Christina were right. You are hot. I'm getting hard, says somebody. I don't like that. I don't like his post for it. It says, I'm getting old. Shut the
I mean,
fuck
this
up.
is such a hot boy post. It's not even funny.
Guys, he's going to be on the show in a little bit. We can address it with him directly.
Yeah, we're going to beat him with soap and socks.
Yeah, get ready for. I'm going to put soda cans in a pillowcase.
Can I say one more?
Yeah.
Well, one time my roommate was out, so he would rent his room, and he rented it to a Wall Street guy
Another guy who fucks nonstop.
who fucked nonstop. Like, I couldn't get a break for the 1 month he was gone.
God, did you know when the second the Wall Street guy walked in that you were in trouble? Were you like, this guy's probably pulling a lot of pussy?
Yeah, because so one night my stupid room was there's no windows.
Sure.
I had to plug my alarm clock through under the door into his outlet.
As a
So
no
they
rent-
they must have banged so hard that they knocked the plug out of the wall.
I'd knock.
So I got in and I knew I had to set my alarm. I remember I had something to do in the morning. No answer.
Oh.
No answer. So I had to go in.
Oh.
While they were
man.
No. It was all quiet.
Calm down.
They were sleeping.
Gotcha.
But so I kept knocking, like trying not to be loud. But finally I was like, "Fuck, these two are not getting up." So I opened the door, and he's lying on his back, and the hottest naked girl. She's just resting on his chest.
Oh.
And as I'm walking, they both opened their eyes and looked at me like a perv, and I went, I have to plug my clock in. And she gave me the most disgusted hot girl look.
You got to plug
fucking
what in?
piece of
Just-
shit.
My clock. Your what?
Why do you have a clock?
Clock.
Why do you need
Are you saying cock or clock?
What's wrong with you?
It was
Fucking
maybe
freak.
Why are you freaking me out?
Sorry, alarms.
one of the lowest points of my life right then and there.
And he's like, "Get out of here!" Sorry, this is the guy that Renee told me was his roommate. Listens to him fuck all the time.
He's listening to him fuck nonstop.
I knew he was never seeing her again, and I was like, I
Damn,
would do
Jacob, what a terrible
I would do
roommate
anything for
situation.
you, miss.
You go, "Hey, I'm Jacob. I'm next door. I can save you."
God.
You should fucking yell at them when they come out. Because they said when they come out and do like that. Hey, get out of my house, you pig.
You fucking slut.
Can you believe what you just did in there? Yuck.
You
Or no,
bald
you know, you
pussy
should-
pig, get out
Jacob-
of my apartment.
Jacob, you should have done the Forrest Gump when they come out and they go, "Hi, are you the roommate?" And you go, just stop doing that to me. Oh God, it's so big. Why is your fucking roommate doing that to me? out there?
Pierre, I gotta get out of here. Your roommate's fucking scaring me.
Your roommate's freaking me out.
He's fucking really freaking me out. I gotta go.
He's freaking me the fuck
I'm
out.
fucking leaving. Thank you for the incredible dick.
It was.
Thank you for.
Huge.
I don't think I've. Thank you for ringing me out of cum.
I'm out.
Damn, there was an. No.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Dude, we can tell these stories when Lev's on because it's gonna be Hot Boy Hour. We thought we were gonna do a
Yeah.
show,
Well,
and it just turn it into Hot Boy Hour.
Talk a little
Well,
hot
by the
boy.
way, I love these guys.
Yeah, I
They're
bet.
so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
They
no.
did so much fucking.
Oh,
One
they
of
were
the guys,
So funny.
he
Great
looked like
personalities.
he was like a French Leonardo DiCaprio.
Damn.
That's what he looked like.
Was he the one that banged the chick when her boyfriend was in the restaurant?
No,
Not
that was
even
another
guy.
another French dude.
These French fuckers. These little fucking frogs
Eh.
coming over here and fucking all our
How'd you end up at
ladies.
this modeling school, Jacob? What happened? Were you on a
Interesting
they
you
bust
say
you,
that.
They bust you in?
They did a whole photo shoot on these guys.
Oh no!
Can
The
you
girl
have
was so
Christine find it?
taken, and she worked.
Can you find it?
I don't know. I shouldn't probably even said that.
Say it. No, but say it. Let's go to commercial. We can look it up. We don't have to put
All
it
right,
out
why
there.
don't we go to commercial? I'll let you know.
So let's go.
We have to.
I wanna see how
we
hot
do
these
have to go
dudes
to
are.
commercial.
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob, we want to see your hot boys.
I guess Christine wants to fuck one in front of you.
No, you
Show
fuck
your
at least two
dick.
of them,
Who
Christine.
don't?
Together.
One of them had that rugged look that you like.
All right, well, let's get Christine all hopped up. Let's take our first break. We'll be back with Lev Fur.
Hot boy.
Welcome to a hot version of the Bonfire. Got all sensual. Jay, throw it in my ass. FYI, I got Hep C.
Is it Sexy Tuesdays? I don't care. I'll put a very thin condom on. Thinner the better, I say. I like to live life by the seat of the pants.
I really want to see if I can tempt God and strike him.
Yeah, I'm just going to scream at God for a while I fuck your hepatitis butt. We'll be right back, everyone. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
And which I've done. Great time. This one, it's July 21st. He'll be at the White Bull Tavern in Boston on August 4th. Welcome Lev Fur to the show.
What's up, legends?
Yeah,
Lev
buddy.
Fur Show, Doc.
Good to have you, man. First time on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Exciting.
First and last. It's going to be great.
Why, you going to blow it?
Yeah, I got a lot to say.
You gonna
I'm
fuck it
telling
up?
you, the way Christine has went back.
I mean, dude, she
without
kept
being
going
asked
to
that
one
picture
photo,
of you.
'cause
I was like, all right, we get the one you like. She kept bringing it up.
It's the hottest photo.
Yeah, because
What was it?
when Lev first showed up on the scene, very nice kid, very handsome.
Fantastic name.
Lev Fur is a great name, and I remember Shane being like, "Lev's a good dude." I know
hell yeah.
he's like, I know he's a hot boy, but he's a good dude. And then I followed Lev and I met, and I followed him on Instagram, and it was a lot of hot boy posts.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just stuff like, "Is the sink broken?" And it's him shirtless, naked, and Christine found one of your pictures so attractive, she just kept bringing it back up. And we're like, "All right, Christine, this one." We were like,
yeah.
"I'm getting old," and it's just all these ladies being like, "Please fuck me."
I was literally 21 there.
Oh my god, dude! Handsome 21-year-old energy.
How old are you now?
25.
25.
So you've had 4 years to cool off.
Yeah, I've been in a relationship for 3. I'm gaining about 40 pounds a year.
Was she mad? Was she like, "This isn't what I bought"?
Chicks are a lot better than dudes about that shit. You
Why
know,
she's like, "You're cuddly now."
Yeah, it's that, and I think they also want to make sure other women don't want to fuck you.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah, mark you up.
Yeah, they want to make you unfuckable.
That's their version of pissing on you.
Oh yeah, and then when you turn 50, she can you gotta get in shape. I don't want you to die young, and then you
Yeah.
get in crazy shape again. And then you're too old to care about fucking other people.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
It
If
might
this goes
just
the
be
distance-
brilliant.
Yeah, dude, it is. What a strategy.
That's I don't have a reason to fucking lose weight now because the fatter you are, the more comedy podcasts book you.
Oh yeah, you're jolly now.
Yeah,
You went from being a threat to every man to being just a jolly, fun guy.
Yeah, the Shane cosign is everything too. Because if somebody tells me they're a friend of Shane's, I'm immediately like, this is a good dude.
Yeah, well, I was like, "Who's this Lev kid?" And he's like, "No, he's good. He's a good dude." And I was like, "He's a hot boy." And Shane's like, "He's all right."
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I didn't interact or know Lev very well. I guess skinny Lev. I didn't know it all well. So when people would say he was a hot boy, I assumed and concurred that this is
Handsome.
currently the situation. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a very, very handsome guy. I don't think a couple extra pounds causes him any problems at all. This guy's probably still crushing ass.
Guy probably wears it well.
But then they go, no, then he used to be in super shape. And I'm like, you don't say. I thought this was the hot boy. He goes, well, I'm easy to please, huh?
That is fantastic.
I also love, I worked with you on the stand for 4 years and I didn't even enter your mental orbit.
Oh, man.
Probably too handsome.
Yeah.
I probably saw I was probably like, this guy's not a comic. Look how good looking he is.
Yeah,
how could you?
Who's this hot guy that's coming up here on stage giving speeches?
Well, that's how I feel now. I fucking hate hot male comics. It's it's the grossest thing in comedy. It's one step below dating podcaster comedy.
Well, there's
Well, but if you, again, it's being a handsome, hot guy comic and your comedy's about that.
Yeah.
I've talked about a bunch, and Justin's come on here and said that before. Justin Silver, when he was younger, he had jokes that were
I'm so hot.
I'm like, who is relating to this?
Yeah,
Dude?
he's like, I take off my shirt.
It's
You know when girls pass out when you take off your shirt? 'Cause
The
you're
only
so
peop-
fucking sexy.
So the only people laughing are guys who have shirts that when you flip the wrists upside down, the button-down shirt, it's Paisley's.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, get it right, bro? Can you believe she thinks you eat bread?"
He's like, I'm not getting enough pussy. I should get good with dogs.
Yeah. You know what I like to do is train the animal that gets the most pussy. And that's pumpy.
You know, it's funny. You train their dogs. They let you play with their kitty.
Yeah.
Is that a good wink joke? I'm working on my winky jokes. So.
What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke.
Justin Silver, you idiot. I think about that now because my leash has a knot on it.
Idiot. The funniest thing was knowing, when realizing that I knew that girl Sarma from the Bad Vegan documentary.
Because of Justin?
Was in the documentary where she's walking her dog and you see that knot in the leash and you're like, oh, that's a classic Silver knot right there.
Have you had like people that you knew back in your hot boy experience thing, like be like, we were not hanging out anymore? Like truly superficial people that are like,
You know,
you're just going to get into comedy and just be a regular guy?
honestly, most of the people that I was like did podcasts and shit with then, I don't speak to at all anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I hope it's not because I got fat. I think it's just because I
So
was like,
funny. They go, call me back, Tubbs. Get
Don't
that
know
six-pack
yet.
bag.
Not enough room in the studio.
no, it's just most of those people you find out that are like kind of comedy adjacent just fucking suck.
Well, what you're realizing is that comedy has got all the people that 10 years ago would have been DJs.
Yeah,
DJing is not as popular. Now it's stand-up comedy.
yeah.
DJing, like, trance fucking rave DJing.
You know how like hot girls would just put on big headphones and like hit play
Dude.
and be like, here, this is Nate Dogg. I love Nate Dogg. That's them now being like, dating is weird.
Right, right.
And
I gotta
there's
say-
millionaires from it.
I've watched Carter Cruz, hot chick DJ,
Yeah.
former adult star, on Bert Kreischer's tour, and she was like, she was DJing. She was like working, man. She was like everything from like dancing with it to like really changing the songs, whatever it was. I don't know the.
Do you feel
technicalities
like
of-
that would be insulting to say to Cypher Sounds?
Well, I'm sure what Cypher Sounds does is a much more intricate thing. Cypher Sounds is from the days of like, I think you can go scratching and shit back and forth.
Dude, one time Che told me that in San Francisco, just quick side story, that Cypher busted out the vinyls.
Yeah.
And Che was like, it blew my mind because he was like timing it and then like letting it go and mixing it.
Yeah, I think that's fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, when I saw the funniest is when you see like the Paris Hilton. Remember that documentary, Paris
Yeah.
Hilton? And when her boyfriend's yelling at her backstage at her big show, she goes, I can't do this right now. I have a big show. And then she just goes on, puts giant headphones on, and just like,
Go.
she's like, yeah, she just pushes play and just points to the sky a bunch.
And then when we had her on the bonfire, she's
That's
like,
hot.
I spent my summer DJing in Ibiza. And you're like, did that? I think even in the room,
She
I was
working
like,
the boards and shit here.
yeah, that she could splice it together. Lou looks up to Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
That's Lou's fucking
She was
hero.
here on the show.
PH?
Dude, she had a higher profile interview next door in the
Look at
studio
her.
next
She's
door.
fucking with her phone while she's doing it.
And the,
You can't play. No one checks their phone in the middle of a guitar solo. Trying to look. You're doing hammer-ons with this hand while you're checking your phone.
yeah. Actually, that would show that you could fucking shred.
Oh, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy knows what he's doing. This
Who are
piece of
these
shit.
people that go to a Paris
She's got
Hilton
fingerless
concert,
gloves on,
though?
dude.
Like,
Festival stuff. But
Fingerless gloves.
It's festival to listen to this nonsense all
Yeah.
day. It sounds like you're in an annoying clothing store all day. The pay to go to a festival for that seems nuts to
the
me.
shootings are always in the wrong locations.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
truth.
the problems.
Dude, this is...
That's hot. That's
She's just
hot.
pretending to DJ. She's not really DJing.
Friend of the show.
all these Norwegians are like, I love your way that she DJs.
But honestly, I feel like everybody there deserves to lose this $200.
They do.
Like for showing up to this, I feel like that's fair.
I hope there's no drug testing kits. And they just start dropping like flies.
I mean, the fact these guys are going to go, dude, Paris Hilton actually crushed her set.
It's pretty awesome. And then we all got scared because everyone started dropping a fentanyl.
But yeah, she doesn't do anything. That's right there. That computer's doing the entire thing.
She's like, it's hot.
Time to take off my
Look, she took
headphones.
her
I don't
headphones
even
off.
need the headphones. I'm
She
not
goes,
doing anything.
I'm just pushing buttons.
She's not even pushing buttons. She's pretending to.
Yeah,
But by
she's-
the way, that's
all
exactly
hidden.
that's what stand-up comedy. That there's like a lot of stand-up comedy that's just that now.
That,
This girl's going on stage being like, "It's weird when a guy won't call you back," and girls are like, "That's a joke. That's such a good joke."
All this
Am I
said-
wrong? Am I wrong?
All this said,
There's one club in
She was-
particular that likes the book up.
that said, she was a sweetheart when she came in, and immediately has that energy of her that me and Dan immediately had an involuntary challenge of making her laugh. Like one of us would make her laugh. Dan first. I remember Dan making her laugh, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta make this girl laugh." And I make her laugh, and then Dan. But and then we just and the other thing I go, it just happens, huh? Just that energy that she comes in with, you're like, oh, notice me. Notice me.
And you've probably watched your friends do this, and you've probably been a friend that does this.
Yeah.
We were all in Vegas for a friend of ours' bachelor party. And we were doing it happened to be a goddamn comedy jam was going on, right?
Yeah.
And Chris DiStefano was there. He's one of the people there. And this is before his kids. This is and he had this girl there that showed up at the pool with her friend. And we were both like, what the fuck? And Chris is like, hey, I'm Chrissy Big Tits. And she likes that shit.
She was a natural head turner.
Wow.
But she wasn't like fake or plastic. She was kind of on the skinny end and everything like that, but she was just alluring.
And so she comes out to the goddamn comedy jam because Chris does it, and then we're all like, everyone's staying out drinking, and Jay's got to fly out early, and I was tired, so I was like, let's go back to the hotel. So we all took an Uber XL back from downtown Vegas to where we were staying at the Aria.
Was the XL to impress her?
That was Chris. Chris got. I think you ordered. Who ordered it?
I think I ordered it.
He ordered it.
I was like, "Nah, let me get us a thing."
You're like, they're out of blacks. We can just do an XL. Though. I'll settle.
So we got in, and dude,
it's a Hyundai Santa Fe.
But immediately, we just smooshed in there, and I go,
You like that extra?
No, we actually got some sort of no. You know what it was?
It was Suburban.
It wasn't that. We didn't get an Uber at all. They had us transport. We were going back to the hotel, so it's one of those Sprinter vans.
Sprinter van's nice.
It's great.
So it's great.
So they're in the back seat.
I mean,
probably
they're
thinking they're going all unnecessary to go that far back.
Yeah.
They're like the fourth row.
Yeah, they're all the way back, and Jay and I are right by the door.
We go third row instead of giving them this. But clearly, he wants to get his peg slapped around while they're driving.
Yeah, he's gonna finger her. He's gonna finger her on the way to the hotel, and we're just on top of him.
We just go in the third row to get closer. There's nobody else in the van.
And when I tell you that,
but what else are you gonna
rows.
do? You go where the hot chicks are.
But I'm telling you right now, for this 20-minute drive back, this woman and Chris just had their own bonfire. Jay and I were just trying to be funny the whole time.
Chris asked us to stop him because his cheeks were hurting so much. He wasn't even
mad about it.
He wasn't even freezing us. He's so confident. He wasn't even freezing us out of hey guys, I'm trying to impress her with my funny, and they sat back and enjoyed it. And me and Dan's doing voices, and I'm like this, and
busting out stuff. I was
telling my best stories. I'm like, okay, Dan, thanks for bringing it up. One time, blah blah blah, and we go, and they're like, oh God, I've got. And then we get back to the thing, and I light a cigarette out front of the hotel. I'm like, I'm smoking a cigarette, and Dan's like. And they just go that was so fun. I see you. And they just go up to the room that could proceed to probably aggressively hot people fuck. And me and Dan are like, you want to go pull the slot machines for a little bit?
100%. I saw Chris a week later, and I was like, how'd it go? He's like, bro, why ate her ass for 20 minutes after that? And I was like, Jay and I went and got gummies in the shop.
Yeah, do you know they
shop.
have the kind of candy where you can scoop it into a bag?
They got pretty.
They have scoopable candy.
Do you know they have a Dylan's Candies in the lobby? It's pretty fucking
you
sweet.
guys did all the heavy lifting for him because
Exactly.
her chick
We did 100% of the heavy lifting.
It's not processing where the laugh's coming from. She's just getting into fuck.
She's
mode.
like,
I had a good time.
Yes.
I'm
She
horny.
goes, he showed me a fantastic night all around.
Dude,
he booked these two comedians in the van for us.
It's like a private show.
By
It was
the way,
fun.
I'm so glad, at least in this girl's history, she'll remember this as funny because we took such a fat punch in the gut on that comedy jam was the worst one we've ever
A
done.
bunch of people didn't want to be there, and we were
really?
and everyone bombed, and I'm already insecure about doing the comedy jam. And that was literally the last time I'll ever do it.
Dan's I was watching Dan's fears come. I think 2 notes into you singing, I was like, he's never doing this show again.
I got off stage and had to go sit in a quiet room.
Damn, what song was it?
I did Blink-182. I miss
you.
You
Bombed with Blink-182?
Dude, I bombed hard. Yeah, man. Joe DeRosa had the best song out of everybody.
Really?
Yeah. Chris bombed, still got laid.
Yeah, of course.
I bombed.
And Jay never bombed.
And here's the thing. Chris didn't bomb. He didn't do his song good at all, but he didn't bomb because he was on the road with Sal a lot, and Sal was out there for this, and the crowd knew. Do you know what I mean? They knew him a little bit. They didn't know any of the rest of us.
Yeah,
that was it.
Wow.
Sal drew at the show, I think, and we did not draw at all. And it was. I went out there. I had the ball bag to go. You know what? I'm gonna medley 2 90s rock songs together.
Didn't go well. Neither one of them.
B-sides.
We bombed with 2 songs back to back.
Neither one of the songs did well.
Yeah, you guys are fucking crying in a quiet room. Chris is getting it was the crowd blowjob.
Oh, by the way, That's why we had to redeem ourselves in that fucking XL
Yeah.
in that Sprinter van.
Turned it up.
We needed to score some points. Have you
We're
ever?
gonna start
And then
karaokeing well.
all me
you
and Dan could just walk around and be like, if we wanted that chick, we probably could have got it.
When you were
We're both in committed relationships.
when you were
That's
when
not our
you were
thing.
in your like man meat phase, did you ever bomb in front of a girl and then still get laid?
Yeah, all the time actually. I have like my main ex. I've never done well in front of her in my life.
And was she like, "Why are you doing comedy?"
No, she's like she would still keep showing up, but like to her perception, I'm the worst comedian on earth. Like
What's funny about that is I had a girlfriend like that when I was about 23, 24.
Yeah.
Jay knew her. Everyone she was like my New York girlfriend when I first moved here.
Right.
And she watched me bomb in ways that I'm like, Mo Pickens. I bombed at Stand Up New York. I would do check spots and she'd come watch me and be like, so then when I started getting stuff when I was older, she reached out and she was like, hey, way to stick with it. Like, fuck you, I was doing all right.
I'm sure I've had chicks see me bomb before. I'm certain of it, but like more than that was like seeing me like young comedy where I thought I was doing good and I was in the room, but you know what they think I am probably from I'm like. Again, like walking back and forth on the stage, like, oh, you know, when you talk to a girl up in a club and shit, and she, like whatever the difference when I was doing the black comedy rooms and trying to pander more and knowing how to murder. But they'd watch me go in the back, literally, it was funny from being like, after this, like, we can get like another drink over here and then we'll get something to eat or something. I go upstairs and goes, all right. Keep it going for 2, Ray. That's my dude right there. That's my dude.
I fucking love it. One time I was on a date.
Okay, you ever be fucking a bitch like this? Plack it. Splat out. Sploosh.
I'm eating the pussy like this.
Sometimes I be going up in that booty hole like a black.
I bombed in Queens in front of a girl, and it was the last time we hung out.
Really?
Yeah, it was at a Mexican restaurant.
What was her ethnicity?
She's white,
okay.
red hair.
Because I feel like if she's like a
Soulless.
She's a ginger
Dominican
soulless.
chick or something, and she sees you bomb, like then she's like, "Fuck that." This
Yeah,
is
you ain't
over.
a man.
Yeah.
You not a man, poppy.
If you try to impress a black woman at a comedy show, if nobody's head doesn't explode from laughter, she's not going home. Yeah.
She's like, my cousin funnier than you.
Yo, I noticed nobody's head even exploded.
Yeah, my cousin way funnier than you. Get the fuck out.
Yo, everyone's heads didn't explode. It did.
Yeah, did you ever have a girl be like, that was terrible?
Never like that bad, but it's funny because my ex, I've only ever bombed in front of her, and my current girlfriend, I always do well in front of her. So it makes me think I don't love her.
Oh, why?
You know what I mean? Because like I'm not afraid of her. Like I'm not afraid of her wanting to leave or anything. I'm just like, fuck it. Whatever I do up there is good enough.
Yeah, I mean, if she gets the audio clip of you being on the show, being like, she didn't care. I'm gonna get fat as fuck.
Yeah.
That's funny. She goes, that was really funny. He's like, hey,
What do you?
hell with you.
What do you
The
think?
hell with you.
What the hell?
Don't you feel like though that must mean something if the chick you're always bombing in front of, like that means they put you in a place.
Yeah.
Christine's watched me for so many years, and then like when she's watching me, sometimes I'm like, oh Christ, she's gonna get so bored of seeing this shit over and over again. And then when I get off stage, and I was like, did you see that thing with that girl in the front row? And she goes, no, I didn't watch the set. I'm like,
Why?
and the worst thing is like just saying something's just casual. Like, I'm just making up a thing, but it's like, well, I was talking, I saw Dan St. Germain upstairs. Like, you what, talking to somebody else instead of it?
While I was doing my
There
art,
wasn't an emergency while I was bringing laughter to the people who need laughter?
I was shining my light, and you were not looking at it. You were not basking in it.
I was shining my light.
I remember the first time I went with you to one of your shows and didn't watch your set because I was talking to Linda at the cellar outside. We just got caught up in conversation. I remember being like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't go in the room at all.
Dude, guess who else couldn't believe it? Me, who probably kept looking in that hallway at the cellar
That
going, like,
empty hallway.
How long was
I'm
it
like,
before
so,
you stopped?
blah, blah.
Christine.
How many? Like, how long was it before she stopped watching your sets?
I
I think she still watches my
most
set
of
now if
them.
she comes.
Yeah.
That always
for the
makes me
most
feel
part.
good when Katie comes and she's like, I like watching you. And you're like, you do? You can still watch? She's
Yeah,
like,
but the thing, well, of course, it's like such a cool thing to see ultimately. But Christine's like, she's not a row with me that ton much now. So, like, she doesn't see me perform as much now. So, yeah, she'll come watch. But if you were like on a weekend gig with me, you'd watch a couple of the shows at least. I mean,
watch your
you'd
shows.
probably watch all of the shows, but she would go, like, take a phone call or whatever. It's fine. I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't give a shit about that either. But, like, it is funny when they're not there at all. You're like, thought we were hanging here together.
Dude,
So-
I had the worst one I ever had was when I graduated college from University of Arizona, I was doing stand-up at Laughs, and they called me and they were like, hey, our feature can't make it on Friday. Can you guest feature late 8 and 10 on the Friday for this whoever comic was headlining? And it was the weekend of my graduation. In fact, it was the Saturday shows because I graduated on Saturday. And my mom was like, oh, we're going to go to dinner. We'll go to dinner early. And then my mom had never seen me do stand-up. She's like, I would love to come to your show. I was like, yeah, done. I'll leave you tickets. We're at this steakhouse, and I'm watching my mom and her boyfriend drink. And I'm like, damn, they're getting kind of fucking tuned up. And we're all drinking. But I'm going to go home and take a shower and go to the comedy club. We're drinking. I leave the tickets. Probably one of the best sets of my life at that time. And I was like, damn, I fucking killed. Just knowing my mom and Keith were in the fucking audience, and I was like, here we go. And I like waited by the bar and just kept like looking at the door for them to walk through, and people would walk through and be like, great job. And I'm like, thanks. But I was doing the look around like, where's my mom? And then nothing. And then I'm like, I hope they're okay. And this is before texting. So you had to like call. I called her cell phone. Now I'm like kind of worried.
Right.
And I call her the next day and she goes, Dan, Keith and I got too drunk at dinner and I fell asleep. And I was like, yeah, no.
Oh, I love that. I love that for you.
You have to do that. You go, ha. So then my mom was like, it actually got me an out, because then my mom was like, when I would come to Denver and do bar shows, I'm like, you can't come. You missed your chance. I'll tell you when you can come watch me.
I took my my mom and step-pop, God bless them, came out to see me at places like Warm Daddies, where it was like these all-black shows and stuff, where it was like, and it was like Soul Comedy Cafe. Ray always, the shows were very like black centric, or like the sell, even like the like branding of it and everything. So my parents, they'd always have to be, of course, like, this white motherfucker right here doing.
He's all like this. What the hell are they doing?
But I'm saying that was like, they were the ones in the audience that had to deal with that, and they would just sit there, God bless, and they would like cheer me on. And I was doing comedy that I know for sure neither of them thought was good.
Yeah,
because I was still very pandering stuff, but I was almost inviting them though, knowing what I knew what I was doing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I knew I was just trying to like get a stage confidence. I knew the jokes weren't like brilliant shit or anything, but I was like, let me get this. So I'd tell them to come, like, watch what I do, not what I say. So you know what I mean. I'm almost like just taking that. I'm like, I've learned how to like do well in this situation, but the best one was bringing my. When my uncle came to see me, that's the moment I went like to his house and everything in Atlanta for Comic View.
Oh yeah, you sleep on the couch.
And he was just, Uncle Vinny was just the white asshole in the audience for every black comic for like 4 hours.
That's fucking great.
Look at this goofy ass motherfucker, my Uncle Vinny, like my dad's actual brother. My dad's brother. It's like, he had the bulb nose too.
How long have you been doing comedy?
It's about to be 8 years, but I was going to say my parents have only seen me have that fucking brutal, like, before you have any jokes sets. Like, my mom only saw me once, and I called her after, and I was like, what'd you think of the show? And she goes, do you want my honest opinion? Which is how she opened, and I was like, yeah. And she goes, I mean, you good, but you talk about anal sex. How you can talk about this with the people? This is private. Like, that blew her fucking
That's
mind.
hilarious.
Where's your mom from?
She was hit by a bus just from here.
She's brain damaged. She's like, Lev, I have an accent now. The bus knock accent into me.
Those anal joke hit me harder than bus.
Anal joke.
I'm originally from Springfield, in Missouri.
They're both Russian Jews.
Damn, dude, you got Russian parents being like, you.
Oh yeah, dude.
Do not.
My little old Jewish grandma, I was telling you, when they were showing her my like White Boys in the Hood set when I came home one holiday, and I just saw my little grandma standing in front of a big screen TV. I saw her silhouette, and I was like, no. And I turned it off, and I was like, oh, Mom, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Why were you showing her that? And my grandmother goes like, the people seem to enjoy it.
Oh.
But that's sweet. At least she's like, she's.
Oh no, yeah, she would never have had a bad word at all. But I'm just saying, my comedy certainly was the reason she'd never see me do comedy. It ain't for her.
Yeah,
it's not for my grandma.
Dude,
and I love my grandma, and I wouldn't want her to be upset hearing me talk like that.
One of my favorites was my best friend. One of my best friends growing up, Garape, like grew up with him all through high school. Know his parents very well. My Comedy Central half hour came out, and I was like back home, and we were like getting high or something, and he's like, my mom. I was like, oh, how are your parents doing? And like somehow the conversation, he's like, my mom didn't like your half hour. My mom doesn't think you're funny. He didn't say it in like a mean way. We were like, it was on the topic, and he goes, I don't mean to be rude, but my mom like didn't like it, and I'm like, That's fine.
But why even say that? Why
Dude,
let that out?
It was
The
somehow,
backhanded compliments that comes up a lot. You don't get it. He goes, especially it's the most awkward when like girls do that. You probably had a lot of that in hot boy times. He goes, I thought you were fucking great. Like, my boyfriend says you're stupid, and whatever. She goes, but I think you're fucking hilarious. You're like, please stop doing what you're doing.
Please don't do that. I've had friends now go like, dude, the stand-up you're doing now is funny. And they're like,
Yeah.
What's up? And you're like, I've been doing this shit 18 years. And they're like, yeah, but
Or
now
haven't.
it's like good.
But they're right though. This is the
Yeah,
thing. Like,
they're absolutely correct.
They're right.
I go back and watch my old shit. And I'm like, that's me doing what I think is stand-up
Yeah.
comedy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Dude, the first time I headlined in my town, my dad invited like his whole company, like everybody he worked with. He
His
was
dad
like,
gets like party vans and shit in Cleveland.
oh really?
Like limousines and shit.
yeah, he
fucking
brought,
awesome.
a party van because his boss owns a party van company also. So they came in a party van one time.
Grandma's there in a FUBU.
So your dad promoted it.
Yeah, dude, he brought his whole fucking every person he works with came out, and like I was like 3 or 4 years in, and dude, my closer is a bit about how a couple asked me to fuck them. And then, like, how me and my dad went on a trip together and we shared a honeymoon suite. And all the jokes are like, they just throw away, like, then my dad fucked me. Like,
Yeah.
And this whole company's just in the back just staring at me.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God, dude.
so brutal.
One of the first times I ever it was the first time I headlined back in Denver. They gave me like a split weekend where I did like Comedy Works South Thursday and Sunday, and then I featured, or Wednesday and Sunday, and then I featured downtown Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I was like, yeah, all right. It was like trying to see it. It was my mom's 65th birthday, and all my family, all my friends and their family came out,
Yeah.
and I fucking did worse than bombing. I did okay. And my mom was hammered, and she was like sitting there like this. It was like the first time she watched me headline.
She's like, did you just do okay or am I shit-faced?
Dude, she came back. The thing that hurt the worst was she came and saw my Sunday show, which was like half as full, and it was just like fans or whatever, or just people, and it went much better. And then my mom the next day driving me to the airport, she went, "That Sunday show was so much better than Wednesday."
Right,
and you're like,
right.
yeah. No, I know that. I felt that.
But I want you to hear the nuance as to why.
Oh my God, dude! When they're shaking hands after and they go, "Hey, good job," and you're like, "It wasn't." You know, it wasn't a good job.
Yeah.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings, and full shows always on SiriusXM.